Hi and welcome back to my channel. So this will be the Pick3 pile for the energy of November. So we have now moved out of a pretty turbulent Mercury retrograde for a lot of you guys and a very creative one for some of you. And we're now moving into a little bit more quiet time here in November. And so I just want to tune into that energy for you guys and see what we can get. Um, So just focus on what you need to know about the energy for November. Take a deep breath and just pick one, two, or three, and then just let's dive right in. Um, okay, so for those of you who picked a pile number one, I feel like there is some time of healing that's going to go on. So I don't know if you have been in this period for a while and it's now coming to a close. I feel like there are tears. I feel like it's sadness and it could be also grief, but definitely sadness for something. I also feel like there may have been some type of loss, but it's okay. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to enjoy life even if we have lost people, whether or not they're on the other side or if it's been a breakup or something that's just emerging right now. It doesn't have to be something that happened now, even. This can be some old grief or old sadness just coming up to the surface. Maybe it's a time around a happening in your life, that was a little stressful or traumatic for you, maybe. But I'm just feeling it's coming up to be healed now. And it's really a good time for that because the energy around you as well is just really beautiful and comforting and supportive. I kind of feel like you're taking up stock and making sure that you're counting your blessings and I feel like maybe you want to be home. Obviously, this is a time of lockdown and isolation for a lot of people. Um, and for some, it isn't, but I'm just feeling that for you, being in your home, in your sanctuary, and rejuvenate that energy would be very healing and comfortable for you. It will also be a time for you to kind of like just fill up your cup. It's so important that we're not draining ourselves and feeling guilt and sadness and anger and all of these things and or just give, 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 give because at one point you will become very resentful of all the giving when there is no receiving. Sometimes we are the block to receive. For some odd reason, people have interpreted that we don't need any help when we are in that mode. And so they don't know that you might need either some comfort or support, um, or just somebody to reach out. But for a lot of you, it will just be good for you to just stay at home and have the support of those around you there. Um, I'm also feeling like some of you guys may also have pets. I feel like pets can be important for some of you guys, especially on this healing journey. Pets are really all about unconditional love. Cats are about spiritual journeys, but owning a pet will definitely ground you, and it's also very healing. And it's linked to living a longer life. So if you have pets, you're on your way to live in a very good space in November here. Okay, so that was it for pile number one. So we're moving on to pile number two. Okay, so for pile number two, I'm feeling that there is a totally different energy going on. I'm feeling like there is a lot of self care. There is also deep diving. So some of you guys may be going inwards to dig into feelings and old stuff. And maybe you're also wanting to just um, do a lot of self care. This is a time where we're slowing down, especially for us here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a time for slowing down. It's a time to just really, I'm kind of seeing that the wheels are starting to move slower, and that's okay. This may not be a time to speed up and, race ahead. This is more a time to go inside and kind of contemplate about things that are important to you and look at your life from a different perspective. I'm also feeling like some of you guys may have older stuff coming floating up that you need to deal with. I'm not seeing anything traumatic or anything here. I'm just feeling like there's some stuff coming up that needs to be dealt with. But it's like as long as you're staying in this loving self care mode, I feel like this is going to be okay. It's almost like you're just going to look at it and go, okay, that happened. I'm this person now. Okay, that happened. I'm this person now. So it's just, I'm not saying that it wasn't important, but it might not be as important as it was when it happened, and that you are in a different place right now than you were a while ago. That can be last week, even. Sometimes we can evolve so much and have a breakthrough and all these things in such a short time. Sometimes you will look back even a week and go, oh my God, I cannot believe that I felt this or thought that or whatever. Other times this can be older stuff that's resurfacing for some weird reason. It could be something that you are tapping into if you're doing meditation or journaling. It can be all of these things, but I'm just feeling like there is something coming up that needs looked at. And it can also be some kind of nostalgia about it. It's like, okay, I'm remembering this and that, and how things used to be before, and but it's just it's all good. I'm not feeling a lot of sadness with this. With you guys. I'm also feeling like you have a need to balance things. It feels like you have decided that you need to slow down because there has been too many balls up in the air. And it wasn't so much that you were afraid not to catch them. It's like, can I be bothered with all this tension and stress? I'm just feeling that this beautiful turquoise energy is around you, and you're doing the self care and deep diving and focusing on these emotional things and memories and all of that. It's like you cannot be out there juggling gazillion different things. It's just not who you are at this time. And I feel like you should honor that and really listen to your body. Your body wants to communicate with you as well. And I'm just feeling that this need for this balance here is maybe you have been out and about for a while, and maybe putting yourself out there a lot with work, with your business, with everything else. But right now it's just a time for you to take care of you. Take care of you, slow down. Like I said, the wheels are turning a little slower. There is no haste here. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and things are going to unfold the way that they're meant to, but the balance needs to be restored here. And I just feel like it's time now to be guilt free and just be very focused on yourself. Okay, so that was a beautiful message for you guys who picked number 2. So let's dive in and look at what the people who picked number 3 are going to be focusing in November energy. All right. So some of you guys are stuck in some old patterns here. I'm feeling like there's a lot of mind fog going on, kind of like going in circles in your head and trying to find solutions about things. And I feel like the problem here is that you have too many choices, too many options, too many choices. Do I go this way, that way? And it's not like you're at a crossroad. It's like you're at an intersection. You can go here, there, you can go in the roundabout, you can go up there, under, you can go to that bridge. It's like all these different paths that you can take, and it's just you're so confused. For you, I'm just going to say, you know what, just stop. I want you to put your hand on your heart. You can have two palms over your heart or just one, and just feel that stillness. Just really feel the stillness. And when you feel more calm and more still and more centered in your body, then you can look at all the different options that you have. And you will see that some are shining much brighter than others. And those who are shining less bright, I'm not saying to delete them or stuff them. I'm saying put them aside for a while because it's obviously not the time. So focus on what is shining brighter. And I'm not saying the bling, you want the next bling. I'm saying just really go inside. What is shining the brightest? What is calling my name? What is making me say, fuck yeah, hell yeah, because it really has to to have that essence. Because if it's like, yeah, maybe, da 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 da, and over analyzing, you're not in alignment with it, and it's going to be a struggle to achieve it. So get out of your mind into your body and just focus on one thing at a time. So is it A? How does that feel? Is it shiny? Don't analyze, just feel. B, C, and just go. I don't know how many options you had, but the way that I was looking, it looked like it was Cassilia, it was just really stressful to look at all these different roads kind of like growing out of this path that you were at. So just you're not making any mistakes. Whatever is shining the brightest is going to be the one that you're most aligned with, and it's going to require less work. Okay. And it's not that we're going to be lazy. As humans, we have a lot of work to do every day, but when I'm talking about it's going to be easier and flow easier and less work, it means that it's not going to be such an uphill battle and struggle because you're not aligned with the other things that are less shiny and less calling your name, if that makes sense. So that is basically my suggestion to you. Stay focused, be still in your heart and connect with your body, and then go and ask, what is the most, what is lighting the most up? What is calling to me? And then go with that. And I will tell you, the minute you have made a decision, you're gonna know yes or ugh, no, and just do it again. What is lighting you most up, and then just go to the next thing. That's how you eliminate the things. But if you're in your head and trying to solve things, it's not going to work out. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. It's short and sweet this time. The energy for November is a little different for most of you. But all in all, I think that you're all in a very good place, and maybe wrapping up some of the really fast forward paced Mercury retrograde that we just moved out of. So, thank you so much again for coming back to my channel. I appreciate you so much. And if you want to know more about my work, I will post my Facebook page below. Also, if you haven't heard about the ICCU Circle, I will post my group below too. We are doing lots of lessons. We are doing lots of free stuff, but also paid services. But they're always a very great price for our members. The membership is completely free, of course, but you guys are always getting the best offers and first pick at offers as well. So come and join us and play with us in the group. Again, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye.